Friends, welcome to day 23 of the 30-day yoga challenge. This one I'm calling Back and Forth. Back and Forth. What I mean by back and forth in this particular class is we'll be using a low lunge, crescent lunge to be facing the front of our mat, and then we'll be playing with the goddess pose. Afterwards, we're gonna pivot our feet to where what was the back of our mat is now the front of our mat. And then we'll make our way back through a goddess pose back to where we were originally calling the front of our mat. Okay, not trying to be confusing here. This is gonna be fun. Again, this will prep us for day 24. Okay, open-minded, playful, let's get to it. Child's pose is where we begin. Your knees be wide as you push the hips back. Maybe you kind of play with the hips going back and forth as you warm them up. But when you're ready, bring the forearms down, bring your forehead down on the mat or on a block. And once you have yourself in your child's pose and you're ready to begin day 23, back and forth, big exhale through the mouth. 3 rounds of breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more. Make this next one count. Fully empty out. Lips are sealed. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Now we are in our practice. This conscious inhale and exhale, you've now trained your body to recognize as a space in which you are intentional in all that you do. Even intentional in the way that you think. Active child's pose on your next exhale. Push into the palms. Let the elbows lift. Let the hips go that much more back, ever so subtly. Allow your next inhale to bring you into a tabletop. Let your exhale set yourself up with the wrist underneath shoulders, knees hip distance apart underneath the hips. Let your inhale bring cow pose as you start at the tailbone, lifting up, dropping the belly and bringing the gaze up. And your exhale flexes the tailbone, rounds your back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Few more of your breath. Tuck your tailbone, flex through the spine. Inhale on your cow. Exhale your cat. We'll get one more in. After that, through a high plank we go, ultimately landing in downward facing dog. As you push the hips up, pedal out your dog. Feeling free to continue pedaling out your dog, or inhale brings a high plank, and the exhale will bring you back downward facing dog. And get a total of 3 if you're with me there. Round of breath and downward facing dog. Let the exhale bring you top of your mat. Hanging out in a ragdoll as you grab opposite elbows and you allow the head to hang heavy. And you continue to tilt your tailbone up and breathe into your low back and hamstrings. Maybe even inviting movement as you sway left and right, forward and back. Ragdoll. Always one of my favorites to bust out in the wild. Low back and hamstrings can always use a ragdoll or forward fold. One more round of breath. Let that exhale release the arms. Inhale, flatten the spine, halfway lift. Exhale brings you back to your forward fold. We'll get 2 more. Inhale, flatten the spine. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Bend into the knees, let the inhale bring you up, mountain pose. Always be gentle with the first get up, and then exhale brings you back, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold again. We'll keep playing with this top portion of a sun A. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold. Mountain, bend into the knees, come to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift to your fold. We'll do this 2 more times. Another halfway lift. Forward fold. Bend into the knees, come to stand, mountain. Fold. Halfway lift. We move into a fold again. Halfway lift again, last one. We move into our fold. Mountain pose. Fold. And it's this halfway lift that'll bring us back to the floor for high plank. From here, downward facing dog. Round of breath. Bring your right foot to the right palm, low runner's lunge. Always an invitation for blocks here. Once you gotta have those blocks, there's a block party coming in a couple days. Don't you want to be a part of the block party? Come on. Low runner's lunge. Give me a couple rounds of breath. Always knowing you can drop the back knee, but for this class, I'm going to go ahead and keep it lifted. Again, extending through the heel as I subtly drop the hips, breathing into the left hip flexor on this side. One more round of breath. Feel free to remove blocks. Make your way to downward facing dog. Left side, left foot, left palm, low lunge. Aiming for our stretch in the right hip flexor on this side. Extending through the back leg. Again, always knowing you can modify by dropping the back knee. Two more rounds of breath. Focus your breath into that hip. That right side hip flexor. Big round of breath. Removing blocks, high to low option if you want to bring in a push-up, or just meet me straight in downward facing dog. That's where I'm going. Round of breath once you're there. Listen carefully. Left foot, left palm, low lunge. I want to start on this left side. Once we're in our low lunge, lift up, crescent lunge. Round of breath. Bring hands to heart center. We move into goddess pose. Give yourself a round of breath. One more. Now crescent lunge facing the back of your mat. Good amount of balance necessary there. Touch the disco ball. Follow the disco ball. Okay, round of breath. Okay. Back to goddess pose where you were. Round of breath. Crescent lunge facing the front of your mat. We're back where we started. From here, low lunge. High to low option or go straight to down dog. For this one, I'll go ahead and include an upward facing dog. Right foot to the right palm, low lunge. We set up low lunge just to use the inhale to lift up crescent lunge. Through a goddess pose we go. We stay for a round or two of breath. Bringing ourselves to face the back of our mat. Crescent lunge. Gotta be careful with this disco ball. Back through goddess. Facing the front of our mat. Crescent. Okay. Hands come back to the blocks, then high to low option again. I'll go ahead and include an up dog again. eventually meeting in downward facing dog. Okay, we have one more just like that. Left foot, left palm, we move immediately into crescent lunge. So maybe you don't bring the blocks in, you inhale, lift up. Let your exhale bring you goddess pose. And let your inhale bring you towards the back of your mat. Crescent. Through goddess pose. Crescent facing the front. High to low option. We meet in down dog. From there, right foot, right palm. Crescent. Goddess. Crescent facing the back. Back to goddess. Into crescent facing the front. That was our last one. High to low option. We meet in downward facing dog. Once in down dog, child's pose. Let the knees land wide. Push the hips back. Let the forearms come down, elbows come down, forehead come down. Controlled inhale, controlled exhale through the nose. Three rounds of breath, let the exhales come out through the mouth. Two more. Last one. Let it all out. We meet back at seated. Woo. Day 23, done and in the books. We are so close to the end, my friend. Thank you so much, like always, for your energy, your effort, your support, your expression. I wish you an absolutely beautiful life. Like, comment, share. It always helps. Until the next time I see you, namaste. Peace.